So when it's been a minute since I drew digitally, I think to myself. Okay, first of all, I think to myself, is the music too loud? I have no idea. Cannot tell if the music is too loud. Okay, but second of all, I think to myself, where did I put my stylus? Hello to you YouTube users, I think. Declaring Meaty Mountains. Yeah, here we are on a Friday. Sorry to be a bit inconsistent with the time as I adjust to having classes on Tuesday and Thursday now. There's Friday stream shall not be cursed. What the hell do you mean? Of course not. I mean, oh, okay, but then I do remember the elements that made it a little bit cursed, and maybe they are all there. So you know what? Maybe we'll just hope for the best. Maybe we'll just hope for the best. Okay, music is too loud. Okay, there we go. Oh, have we taken you away from Jason Voorhees? Hey, every time I see a little bit of the art, okay, is this more hearable? Is this more hearable, like with the voice that I have now? And oh, you were playing Minecraft, Magdella. Well, it seems like fun times. Mega Man Dunes are summoned you. Hey, nice. They changed the layout for Magma, huh, didn't they? It's a little bit different there. Okay, so the tunes are at this level. Hopefully that's an okay kind of level. And I don't know, the electronic tunes always, I don't know, they always go a little bit louder, I want to say. So here we are with this, and okay, I wanted to draw specifically Rumi K-pop Demon Hunters. Rumi, get in here, Rumi. Like that. And yeah, I am seeing a couple of things up in here. Is there a theme here, or do I just go wild? Hey, I believe in going wild. If I'm to announce any theme, then it would be to add some interesting lines around whatever you're doing, because I wanna say, Honey in the Discord yesterday sort of I don't know, drawing like patterns on the hand. I thought that was really cool. So I guess whatever you're doing, put some squigglies around it. Feeling low, almost like a dance. Is it really? Are you really? Your internet is acting interesting right now? Oh dear. Can I ask you how you draw? Will we get to see a little bit, a stick figure's worth perhaps, of the legendary, the fabled Kai Arts? We miss you. We miss you all the time. I mean, no pressure, but we miss you all the time. There's. What are you doing out there? Save all of your monies. Command from here, and we have. Oh, you are at the number 1. That is great. Okay, so here we go with some interesting squiggles. And should this be the return of the mangaka controlling? I guess the good type of art and the Japanese type of art are on my mind. I guess that's something very much so. I just watched the first episode of Kaiju number 8 because I'm trying to riz up the weeps, and it's very high quality. That's so wonderful. High quality animations up in there, and a sort of a raw beating heart of a story in there that I don't expect. How lovely. You remember suggesting all these songs months ago? Yeah, wait, all those months ago. Honestly, it's probably at least a year now, right? It's probably at least a year now. Okay, so what pose am I doing? Let's outline some stuff like this. Something is slightly wrong with one of the tips of my finger. It's like having a callus. I wondered if having. Okay, wait. I don't think I've particularly used this, my favorite moisturizer sort of on stream before. I don't know. It's really tempting to give into your inner K-drama sponsorship and just sort of thrust it in front of the camera. I don't know. It is so very much my favorite though. And whenever I remember that somebody is maybe from a Nordic country in the chat, I'm like, check out this Norwegian hand formula on my desk. Okay, sort of a word association there. And guy with the kaiju number 8 mentioned, okay, so I only just like literally just now, within the last hour, I was trying to lift my spirits a little bit before starting this stream, because I don't know, I guess I'm in the morbs, not Morbius, but like in the 1920s sense, a little bit more moribund, and so I was trying to lift my spirits a little bit and also raise up the weebs. And okay, so you've watched it, and like the new season is like coming out and stuff. I'm only on episode 1 where he hates his life, compares himself to more successful peers whom can relate, who can be relating up in here, and then does the reverse of giving birth, like and like it's just that's not how I expected that to go. But I don't know, I'm having a really good time with it. Okay, maybe there were more things I could have added to that, but it's true. There's Lotus thing. I'll drop this here for those seeking enlightenment. Oh my. Okay, wait, the songs, there's message, wait, enlightenment on which part? Well, I guess I have to click to be enlightened, because the green doesn't come on in these lighter streams. At least it hasn't yet. It wouldn't. Tenna. They've put this just a guy's face in there. Ooh, wait, is it an animation? Do you think if I'm loading it in here, do you know if this is the sort where where the creator would mind at all? I don't know. I guess the stream could be chopped up, and then there's guys saying I watched all of season 1, waiting for season 2 to get further ahead to binge watch that. There's gotta be 12 episodes in each, right? That was so beautiful. Look at that. There's, like she's saying, when will you attempt to finish the Deltarune if you're so close to the end of the game? I think I don't have homework on Sunday. I don't know. I actually do have homework today. Like 3 things are due because the instructor for this one wanted to start the class off fast. Did this load? You're making wait, this isn't an animation? It's just a dude? Alright, let's pause this and behold the dude. Thought Deltarune was finished. How far are you? I am literally at the fight. I'm literally at the what I think is the final fight, and oh my god, I didn't expect the thing's face to look like that. There's a rules card saying, can I draw a bunch of Pac-Man? I said, well, I mean, as long as it looks a little bit more like a Pac-Man than a literal, a literal shit. I mean, there we go, though. There's, okay, wait, why are you saying my hatred for Deltarune can only be compared with the hatred for Deltarune?
That my home address is being blasted across Twitter.com.
Blasted.
Has Blue Michelle Obama liked and commented on every single post?
Wait, the queen.
I've received an email from the U.S.
Why are you asking if you can draw a literal shit? I mean, you kind of...
Chris? I have been notified that I am on a no-fly list for 30 years. I have been banned from my local Chili.
You just own this costume now? It's just gonna stay in your closet now? Haunted by Tenna? Wait, are the antennas sort of dingle dangle, do it swang? Wait, what? The antenna on top of your head? What?
What the hell does that mean, Chris? And for what? What am I supposed to
I'm really wondering what rules card more like could go like. I'm so curious where this is good. This is from one of the same channels that had what else? this okay, wait, you showed us something from this channel before, right? I'm so curious where it's going and what makes these sections the most replayed. Okay, there wasn't an antenna, and I just said do it swang for nothing. All right, I'm gonna. I'm haunted by drawing, so I'm gonna continue being part of a drawing. But hello, the face. There's rules card saying, did you draw the line on my? Wait, did you know the line on my mouth is a line drawn on the rules card? Light world. Okay, for real. Okay. Is this what you've gone to do once you've tried to draw a little shit? But it looks like a little guy. It looks like the most guy. I like that this thing saved my brush settings. Sort of. You know what? Let's add this one. Let's add gritty chunky. What? Okay. I didn't actually mean to put the asterisk, but it's kind of a vibe. Kind of a vibe. That was just right next to the U, and I was gonna spell that normally. Ooh, hey, look at your face. Did you swap faces? Oh, hello to you, Head Pie. How you doing? How you feeling today? My goodness, hope you're doing well. I'm still experiencing an after effect of appreciations for your Game Jam game. That was magnificent. Wait. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wait. I had that in my calendar. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's about to be your birthday. Oh my god. I've been pathetically curled up in a ball for a lot of hours. So I wasn't on it, but oh my gosh, it's approaching. The day is approaching. You birth mess. Oh my gosh. Okay, what can we draw? Can I? Okay, I have a little bit of Rumi K-pop Demon Hunters on the mind. So I guess as birthday is happening, we can begin to usher in some cool poses. There's like a shoulder. Sure, go like this and like this kind of the. I can't tell if I'm okay. Just go for it. Just block out some shapes. There's a leg standing, dare we say strutting. Ugh. And sometimes, all the time, when I remember when I've tried to have a social interaction, then I just sort of make this face. And it's difficult not to make the face, but I've been trying so hard to be social lately in the real lives that it's actually messing with me. Wow, I'm actually putting various types of a very cursed leg out here. Oh, that's what you meant by Pac-Man. Looking adorable. Looking adorable. You wrote down your birthday because there's celebrations to go around. Hey, turn an age. Rise into the stratosphere. Woo! And so the guy's saying, what do I draw? I have so many different things in mind right now. Whatever your top two things are, you have to cross over those top two things. Right, here is. Okay, I'm trying to have like a very heroic kind of a pose. Okay, maybe I should just go looking up poses. Let's go like this. Maybe that's what we're doing for the trailer for the new Dana Glitch show dropped. Ooh, wait, I would like to see that too. There's premature merry photo rotation around the sun. That's honestly maybe my favorite way to measure a year, I want to say. Favorite way to measure a year, because it's like the most relevant to me. This drawing Pac-Man absolutely blasted for you. Okay, I want to have a very heroic pose. Huh. Oh, okay, wait, this is giving me some ideas. So let's get into it. You're saying the trailer's amazing. I certainly wish to see that trailer. I wonder what made Dana Terrace go for glitch animation. I wonder what made that happen. Okay, so here we are on here, and like I can understand being drawn to an indie animation studio, and glitch animation is having all of these successes, and it's quite nice. Oh dear, wrong layer. But somehow in my head they seem untested to me, but maybe after Disney, that's the kind of freedom a Dana Terrace needs. Alright, what poses are we on? I want a pose to show off the sword. So let's do that, I guess. Layers. Okay, wait, I gotta. You're having some excellent guesses on why Dana Terrace has moved to glitch. Yeah, it does all completely make sense, honestly. It does. I guess just the untested vibe. I don't know why I think of glitch as untested, because they're literally popping off. Maybe it's just being on YouTube that gives me this sense of, wow, I hope the project can be stable. Okay, so here's a center of a face. Let's go like this. Your ear can be all the way up here, and here is a neck. Sure. All these times I have too much second guessing on the pose part of something, but just be strong. Okay, so that's the random sort of train of thought while scribbling out a little sketch, being kind of K-pop Demon Hunters themed. I can't believe it actually has been quite a few magma, quite a few art stream since I watched K-pop Demon Hunters, and I had not drawn any characters from there. Okay. Let's put a leg, and what is leg? There's and other places on the canvas. You're declaring that Pac-Man is blasted. Oh my! Let's witness blasted Pac-Man. Oh my! Look at this round-faced, red-eyed individual. Oh my! And hello to the message of Astion Lightners. I'm Gruel's Card, the puzzle maker for the king, and I am going. Wait, that was an exit type message? Hey, good to see you then, Lotus. Good to see you then. There's so she's saying Pac-Man is a kind of ball. I love balls. I love Pac-Man. For a moment there in my head, I had a feeling about that I had dreamt something whimsical that was kind of like that. Pac-Man balls, kind of whimsical. But I remember what dream I had, and it was just, and I don't say this to say something random or like targeted, but I mean, this literally happened in my dream. I don't know, maybe I was watching something YouTube before I went to sleep. I just dreamt that Zoran Mamdani won the mayoral race for New York, which I'm nowhere near there. I'm nowhere near there. But it's showing up in my dreams, I guess. And then there's silly guy saying I went AFK. Did I miss anything important? Okay. And you're quoting something. I thought you were a bump-shaped deer. Pac-Man is the bump shaped like a deer. Oh my. There should be a deer Pac-Man. Okay, now I'm looking at the shape language, I wanna say. Maybe, okay, probably. That's the wrong. That's the wrong word for it. I'm looking at the shapes of this cool reference image pose, and okay, maybe one leg goes out further, and that's what's happening. Hey, it's been a minute since we were drawing hats on people. There's some being blessed out here. There's some, I'm currently drawing another goblin, but it's no normal goblin, it's a mind goblin. A lot of things happened into my mind. I'm gonna say. I'm in a weird state of mind between unexpected, sort of unprompted dreams about the New York mayoral election. I don't know, it's like having high amounts of anxiety and wondering if I've been this mentally ill the entire time. I don't know, I think I'm touching upon non-functional levels of this feels quite bad. I think I'm looking at the ways that I could be functional, curling up in a ball instead, and being non-functional. That's part of the mind, and I'm wondering if like trying to be more social in the real life is making it worse, and like it's like an irritant, and like I haven't tried until now. Okay, the cool heels are part of this, and then assignments are also here, and then and then Magdella writes to us all, mind goblin deep nuts. I don't know what a deep nuts is, but hey, I don't know. There's Loda saying, Rose card has the same initials as the rolling, and theorize. Why are the nuts deep? We're gonna theorize on all of this. Ask your autocorrect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so leg is shaped kind of like this. The booty kind of like I swear I'm staring down. Actual reference image. Absolutely staring the hell out of it. What is shape and curve of other leg? There's vandalize the pack. There's Pac-Mans happening. Hello, Pac-Mans. Okay, yes, of course. My goodness, are various types of arts emerging here? This is excellent. I simply must take a moment away from speculating on my level of mentally illness, and I must tour the canvas because very cool and interesting things are happening. Okay, let's put a very detailed eye on you, but also some of this eyeliner. I'm wondering about so many things lately. Is this burger? Oh my, don't you love it? When instead of mouth you have burger. Oh no, there is mouth and there is burger, both at once. Alright, so what else goes here? I think you should be holding on to chains, but like in a fancy way. Maybe this is a purse or something. Yeah, accessorize right now. The Roaring Knight has the same initials as Ralsei Creamer. To think about. My my girlfriend keeps trying to theorize on the names of the Deltarune characters, but meanwhile my mindset for the Deltarune characters is more like that. There's, the college that I'm enrolled in is just trying to give me free Lyft rides. That's pretty good though. I'm learning to drive even more though. Ooh, here's some lovely eyes happening, and some more Pac-Mans happening. Hello. I'm admiring the sketches unfolding here. Check it out. Admiration being cast upon you. I'm loving it. Here we go. And there's what what did you write about Elsie just now? What did you write about Ralphie just now? Oh my god. There's Lotus saying, but since Rules is a literal card in the light world, I believe the Roaring Knight to be that single card wearing armor and running about. Oh, because Rules card, if it is the Roaring Knight, then you have to be in the light world. And okay, I guess that's making sense. Ooh, sword wielding happening. Check it out. Putting some stars on the arts. Oh dear. Okay, but also some regular hearts. And what goes on under the stylus of the fastest sketch in the West, or in whichever direction this is. And then there's hello the people appearing. Oh, so cool. And what oh, now I maybe need to see a little Soda Pop outfit crossover, whatever the hell, with a little Jack's Amazing Digital Circus. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Jax is so cringe, and I love it. Our little homie is so cringe, and I love it. Yeah. Ew. Alright, and what does another leg look like? It goes all the way out here, past the head, we wanna say. Go like this, and just, I don't know, stay freaking simple for a second. Cool. Is this what legs are? Maybe. Let's... Okay, display the sword very awesomely. And so your arm has to be kind of out like this. Something else happened in my dream other than the winning of a mayoral race. Something to do with like a cool accessory. Also, they summoned their weapons in the K-pop Demon Hunters. They summoned their weapons out of the Hanwon. And so, do you think they can customize them? It seems like the kind of thing that could maybe be customizable. Cake is happening here, and we have brought what? The biggest cake knife. Alright. This is looking... It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty decent. There's Kraken Tube Productions appearing to say, having a new rebrand tomorrow, alongside a new name for the Kraken Tube television service, that being KBS Television or Kraken Broadcasting Service. For some reason, I'm having a memory, and I can't tell if it's a false memory, that maybe KBS was like a British broadcast that you were a fan of, and then it was defunct. But am I making all of that up? I cannot tell. I cannot tell. Alright, I want to adjust the hand a bit. I want to adjust the hand. But hey, here's to some interesting rebrands. I hope it's quite lovely. I hope you have a great time rebranding. Alright, so let's go a little bit less on this. I do wonder. Okay, like I know as I have this background speculating why I'm so anxious kind of thought process. I wonder, like, not only what's making me anxious, but if I should, I don't know, stop trying to socialize if it really is that bad. I don't know. There's lovely people online, very nice to meet. I don't know like what I should call as a limit, I suppose. So that shall be on my mind also. Okay, and here is more of a sword, and I think I'll just adjust the hands a little bit. Oh my gosh, you're taking a bite out of the head of this one. You're taking a bite over there in the corner. My goodness, chaos shall happen. A very large munch is going on. There's. Can you do a concept for KBS television? Wait. I mean, what's the information? You said you were having a rebrand, more like cracking those cheeks, and that's unrelated. That one's unrelated. Did I win the mayor elections? No, but Zoran did. And draw. Wait, okay. Rules card Deltarune. Should I draw you rules card Deltarune? Draw me holding Lancer with one hand. He's about to fall, and I don't care. The drama, the intrigue. Oh my. A concept for KBS. I'm quite slow, and I do wish to finish the drawing that I've already started. We can get you some block letters, though. What the hell you mean concept? We have block letters. Not quite the same, but I surely wish to finish the drawing, although I haven't done that. Okay, I shall at least finish a sketch. Let's make that a little bit smaller around here. Alright. There's a level of detail emerging from the from the bite in this head. I'm kind of loving it, yeah. Okay, so there's Kraken tuber things happening. 5 from Beefy Die. What? Okay, and now that we've put this on a one layer, we can start sketching some ordinary gray things, I think. And let's check to make sure all of my settings are working. Looks like they are, I think. Was that actually lagging? Okay, so I guess it was actually lagging. But now we're all working. Oh, great, Gregory appearing to say, I read that as I can remove the bite if you ask me, and I was about to say, well, how considerate, but I'm having a great time. Just realized that it says I can't remove the bite if you ask me, though. But I am good with it, so now this is just, it's a laugh, I'll say. It's pretty funny. Alright, here we are. Okay, let's start to draw the little Wait, was a ginger brave emerging? Alright, so, do I know what Rumi is made of? Funniest moments for a typo. Egg pie, turning another age in 3 minutes. Here we all are. A happy birthday to a egg pie, but wait, hold on a second, 3 minutes. I shall put some. I shall add to the birthday cake over here. Then that's what I shall do. Add to the birthday cake. There's Some frostings or something shall happen. Very awesome. And then it's I don't know, tempting to put a fruit on it. Do you like fruits? Something like that. Wait, I have to sing the happy birthday song. Extended mix. Is that a real thing? Or are you messing with me? Are you messing with me? Alright, let's have every options of a cake, let's say. Every options of a cake being put together. The birthday approaching. What is a happy birthday song extended mix? Because what my head starts to say is something like, this is the birthday song. Oh my goodness, is this cake half Pac-Man? Is this half a Pac-Man cake? It's currently my intention to put partially a chocolate sort of a vibe up in here, so that whatever is desired, it can be around, it can be put upon ya. And so I suppose I will now imply that Pac-Man is its own flavor. Is this in fact 1 minute to a egg birth? I shouldn't call it that. I mean a birthday. I mean a... Let's light 'em up. Light up these candles, such as this fire and flame of a celebration. Okay, well that makes it look like there's a little face. So I guess the candle is now smiling at you, fire mode. Is it the time? Why were you saying it's been silly, it's been fun, but I can just sing, because I think it's happening. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. The music stopped in my headphones, but have an awesome year. Happy birthday to you, Head Pie. I've never heard it sung that way before, so I don't know why I did it like that, but genuinely, here we are. Wait, I have to sing for free, or else, well, I hope it was some kind of amount of it. There's Kirby flavor cakes being delivered so that you can have every variety of cake you wish. Officially 24. What's good? How? Hey, okay, is this the oldest you've ever been? But it's the youngest you're ever gonna be again? Okay, I shouldn't be delivering existential crises on the first minute of a 24th birthday. Just a congratulations. Okay, Magdella, bro, age, Lamouse, skull emoji, dead rose emoji, okay. It is kinda killing me, the emojis that trend with all this. It was delightful. 24. You're just some kind of a baby, and you can animate professionally already. What I'm saying, YouTube, use a second. What I'm saying out here. Let's get right over here. And okay, well, we want some of this. There's been a birthday canvas up in here. How very lovely. How very fun. Okay, so what I want to do next, slightly opaque there. Just all caps, bro is old now. Okay. I'm just gonna try to hunker down and try not to be the oldest around. There's like by saying, Charles, actually already experienced 24 5 seconds ago. I have some. Wait, you have some experience. Oh, okay. What is this? I'll fend off all of your fetuses. What are these remarks on the age? Oh my stars. Inconceivable. Indecipherable. Alright. Now, so many interesting things are going on the head of this drawing. Maybe what I want to do, therefore, is start with the outfit. There's you're being a veteran, your experience in being old. Is that what's happening there? Oh my gosh, there's and now you're making an OC4 egg pie. Oh my, what a time! What an excellent sort of a thing. Okay, have I used the? I have gone in here with the wrong color. Well, how interesting. Let's start to create a good sketch, and it shall be like this. There's your freshly famous expired. Oh. Of all the ages to declare oneself no longer fresh, and of all the I'm surely about to shrivel into a husk. I'm about to shrivel into a husk due to aging reasons. Oh my god. Alright, let's take a look at this, at the art to figure out how do I draw this character that I'm trying to draw. Just sort of go like this, sort of like this. You're above the age of 2 old. It's so easy to go on the internet, to just be living your life and then be attacked by so many fetuses on your birthday. On your birthday. Oh my god. You're negative 28. Okay. Oh my god. It's been forever since I read the words okay boomer next to each other. It's been actual ages. Oh my dear. Okay, so let's go like this. What is a sleeve made out of, actually? Lines wise. Does it go like, I think it goes like this, then it goes like this. Sure, sleeving it up. There's Great Gregory appearing to be 2.6. It's like less than a month now before I turn 26. So you are all you're all dragging me behind your car on the highway 1 million miles an hour. There's by saying I would like to apologize for the psychological damage I dealt you by being younger than you. I almost forgive you, thank you. Perfect. This makes it a good day to have. Okay, and this isn't even really related to anything, but a good day to have watched the first episode of Kaiju number 8 because it starts out and the main character is feeling, I don't know, so old and washed up and everything. Your knees hurt for no reason, years old. I hope it's not too late to get better knees. I keep seeing things like professional tag and parkour and roller skating and being like, you know what? I want to move sometimes. Maybe it's not too late to have good knees. Maybe it's not too late. All right, go like this. Is this what a jacket is made out of? I think it's made out of like this. And then, but it's like sort of it's a very stylish crop jacket, right? And so it's kind of like, we could go like this at the most. Yeah, sure. Stylish and crop. There's 376 years old as a speculation. Truly, indubitably, the most accurate guess so far. I bet bro has Vietnam flashbacks for real since bro is so old and decrepit and dusty. All of it. Oh my. Here we have a little bit of pose. Okay, how do I draw a shirt? But it's blocked by jacket, so it's like a collar. Wow. Okay, like this, and then it all makes a lot of sense. I feel like I've tried to draw jackets from the side once or twice, and then okay, this is looking like tangent lines. So let's, I don't know, get rid of some of it and just have normal arm, and that's, I don't know, that's enough, that's fine. Yeah. And there's... You're saying, as a certain Turt would say, I'm old. Thank you, Gerson Deltarune. It's a great time to have you on this stream, Gerson Deltarune. Yeah, it was strange watching a little bit of the last stream of Deltarune back. I did cry for real, but I was determined to keep reading the dialogue. So depending on what resolution a person watches the video at, it doesn't look super like I've cried. And so I don't know, that's, I don't know, strangely kept to myself. Well, hello to you, Xenogoth. Hey, we're drawing some, well, we're drawing some K-pop demon hunters and celebrating birthdays and things. I bet bro recognizes Emma Watson from Harry Potter. Wait a second. Those movies were like widely rewatched and things. Ooh. As always, Xenogoth, you can stay in the magma if you leave room for other people's drawings and keep it quite safe for YouTube. Completely safe for YouTube. And okay, so here is a shorts. Huh. Okay, I think so. This is the extremely fashionable outfit. My mom is trying to put together, I mean, we're all kind of preoccupied with homework, but my mom is trying to put together a K-pop demon hunters type of thing for Halloween. I don't know. I don't know if I can dress up as Rumi, but I guess it would be fun to try. Alright, you have an awesome belt. That's something going on here. And like this. There's. Thanks for the blessings. Alright. Is any of this looking Roomish? Similar to a Rumi. Rules feeding Lancer. Hold fall complete. Wait. Okay, top tier fan arts just sort of emerging right here. Feeding the lad from upside down. And a YouTuber is saying you should cry more on gaming streams and in regular streams and in ASMR streams. Make a section in your streams called the Crying Hour, and we all cry together as a family. You know what? It was a little bit strange, or maybe I'm just having that kind of a week that that I did cry in like the last two streams. Just like two in a row. Two in a row, huh? The entire hour of crying. Oh, okay, if I go for too long, then I can't speak or breathe, something that I know about myself. Okay, so all of these lines aren't quite looking right, so maybe what I want to do is zip the jacket so we can like match the initial sketch a little bit better. And this, oh, you're saying cry in the sense of war cry. Yeah, maybe that's what I need. Just this, the kind of a pick me up or something. It's sort of a war cry. Oh, Magdella, are you in fact familiar with a war cry? Hey. Could be some good stuff. And there's the silly guy saying I should try to log into Forsaken for the last 2 hours. Jason is in the game. See y'all later. Thanks for sharing some marvelous arts. This is an entire concept. Can I color some of that? Oh my gosh. But good luck in the games. Oh my gosh. There's Magdella committing serious unforgivable war crimes and being wanted in every country. Oh, like that. Oh my gosh. What goes up? Huh. driving in my van, and then somebody ahead of us is stabbed with a sword. I'm loving this little creature, this little critter right here. Wow. There's, some faces emerging. Some some screenshots of one's words are emerging. I'm gonna save this version of the canvas, but silly guy, I'm also about to try to do it. I'm gonna try to do it. A little bit of coloring around here. There's some high quality arts, I swear. Now let's look at a image of rules card, specifically from Deltarune rules card. Can we go? Okay, but I guess I want to see this fellow right next to Lancer, or at least close enough to Lancer, so that I can compare their shades. Lancer, Deltarune. True. Me, when I see Lancer Deltarune, I say things such as true. The other thing on my mind is that the Dungeons and Dragons improv group that I like to follow, Dimension 20, they keep having a post-episode discussion kind of a thing. Okay, one is like more purple. One is more like purple. There's so you're saying, I just realized we've seen Jaro laugh, cry from laughter, get embarrassed, in love, disappointed, dead serious, in pain, relieved, surprised, in fear, but never angry. Do you ever get angry? I think in one of the Night in the Woods streams, I did tell someone that I would kill them. But it was like a strange sort of situation. Good night to you, Heg Pie. Thanks for drawing with us. One last admiration of the arts I am seeing roomy up in here. Check it out. This is some cool arts. Thank you for sharing the turn of a birthday with a bunch of sillies online. And Alfie chiming in to say, is that Rules and Lancer? Yes, indeed. It's a drawing stream right now, but many characters shall happen. Hegpie art appreciation, and many things being bitten around here. A little uh-oh. You know what? You can have a hat as well, such as this. And the hat, I don't know, has a flower. It's collaborative now. Oh my. Oh wow. Really sort of eating all those brains, zombie style. Well wishes such as, I hope your new age treats you well. You haven't slept since you were 23? Yeah, one might say. So now in an attempt to color in, but I want it to be kind of a little bit pastel. So let's do that. Yeah, pastel version of both of these characters, but I do believe that I'm seeing a little bit of this. And there's so they're saying you dropped the kill you bomb context. It was a strange case of like wanting to have boundaries in here and not being sure where they should be. So the stream, as usual, you cannot really tell when exactly a child wanders in, but somebody kept coming in here and discussing drawing, like drawing. What word do I want to use for this? There's a range. Discussing drawing explicitly and in an explicit manner, I suppose. And I guess I guess like I want to be kind of positive in general, but I guess I felt like it sort of crossed into harassment, and I don't know. I like a lot of those streams are now unlisted from when the person initially showed up, but the one where I guess I told the person to sort of to literally, I don't know, I said something discouraging, I suppose. Drop the kill you bomb, I suppose, yeah. That one happened to be a Night in the Woods stream, so that one's still in there somewhere. There's cancel him immediately. Go to X and cancel Zeratat now. Can I reverse anything? And so there's logging off. There's pornography. Oh my. Let's keep on coloring this thing. Didn't they show up recently again in an art stream? Well, I mean, I guess recently in an art stream I was like concerned about somebody, but I suppose not specifically. Alright, let's take a look at these hands. Wow, the entire fellow is like the same couple of colors. How do people interpret this? Yeah, okay. Rules card. Kinda hot, kinda weird rules card. There's no need to cancel. That was a heroic action. I remember you talking about that. I mean, some other people have been around that I've been concerned about, but that one specifically was I don't know, trying to plan out fan art in a really detailed way, and so I was like, little bit too detailed, since I can't tell how old everyone is in the chat. Like it's supposed to be. If you have the ability to leave comments on a YouTube, you are supposed to be 13 or have your parents' permission. That's literally the rules. And yet sometimes someone wanders through YouTube saying, "Hello, I'm on my parents' account," and just because they're not supposed to be here, and just because it's sometimes funny to punt a child, doesn't mean I'm going to punt a child immediately or be mean to them. Okay, Magdala saying, I remember you talking about that. It was in a Gartic phone stream? Maybe not the same guy, I don't know. Oh, for Gartic phone, I would get concerned sometimes because I have such a, I don't know, there's such a fun time to be had taking the drawings in all of these directions, and then somebody, I don't know, showed up to display balls, and then I was like, well, that could be funny in some contexts, but I'm on YouTube, so you're just stressing me out. What's up? There's Greg Gregory on your dog's account, and so they're saying there's been a lot of hand content, especially in Gartics. I wasn't here when the Night in the Woods were being streamed though, so I don't know if it was worse back then. Did you appear at the very end of the Night in the Woods? I don't know. Your first profile picture was May Borowski, although I think you picked it just because you were like, Cartoon Cat, woohoo, Cartoon Cat, yay, which is fair, but okay, now what, that's gonna be a Lancer leg, and we're gonna keep interpreting some of these. There's Rules card happening. Greg Logov, please. Oh, yeah, you could pronounce Gregory that way, maybe. You don't have permission to use the dog's account. I'm a mind reader, aren't I? Cartoon cat. Alright. Now, this is an approximate color for a slightly more pastel rules card. What other details shall I put here? Huh. My girlfriend texting me reflections on age. What an appropriate day and time for reflections on age. Age does change you automatically, and a number of things are bothersome in that required action. I keep on every time I get older. I don't know. Okay, it was easier to reflect when I was changing and not being a teenager anymore. That was the easiest time for me to self-reflect on how old I was getting. So for every year of my 20s so far, I started a journal entry, Google document for the entire year to sort of document what was going on emotionally. I don't think I've been very good about keeping up with it, but I think I thought everything was gonna change. But something that I have to keep remembering is that any change that you think is gonna happen to you, you have to make it happen. I wasn't thinking about that in the context of anxiety, so I don't know, it's kind of a soothing counterweight to anxiety. And there's guy in the chat saying that should happen out. You watch? Okay, wait, we should watch Gaicha Kuta, and your Apple Pencil died, so I had to rush color with my finger. I'll be in the audience now. Oh my. Wait, is this from the thing that you've just told us to watch? And then Xenogoth is in the corner drawing more Hetalia characters. Sure, let's take a moment to tour the canvas and put a lot of hearts on these arts. Look at this! Okay, wait, putting the white background in and then all of the gray, it's kind of popping. It's kind of popping out. Take a look at this. Hearts on these arts for real. Oh my gosh. Who's this character? Is it a favorite of yours? Spill the details. I wish to know. And then woo, coughing on my own stuff. I'm gonna kill this guy if he doesn't stop looking at me like that. There were some very silly characters in Hetalia, huh? I never watched it, but I keep being on the, I don't know, I kept being on the parts of the internet where somebody was having a really strong Hetalia phase, and I kept passing it by and being like, man, what's going on in there? Full color though. Here's some appreciation sparkles on the full color. Check that out. Wow. Zudi's saying I've had those kind of milestones. Those kind of thoughts many times. Always at milestones 18, 20, 25. I'm always wrong. She doesn't change. I'm just older, right? Just gotta change it on purpose. Kai talking about, okay, that's the main character. His name is Rudo and he's 15. The anime is literally a trash anime. Like it's about trash, or like you watch it and you are comforted because you're like, got me the good trash. What's up? And there's Magdala asking, isn't Italia the one with the World War II countries? Yes. So it's it always gives me it always throws me for a loop knowing that it has and has had the absolutely massive fandom that it has. People have learned art. People have learned to draw human beings based on Hetalia. It's happening right now even. What a world. What a world. And there's, okay, so you're saying it's about trash. You have the speed, but the ability is lost. I don't know. I would love to finish a drawing now and then. I would love to finish a drawing now and then. And so I look at you, and then I look up to you. What's up? The okay, so what else shall go here? A little bit of this. I wish to color in the lines a bit more. There's you're calling your art a 2 out of 10. Why am I vibing with it? Why am I vibing with it then? What in the hell? It's quite poppin', if I may say so myself. And I say so. It's poppin' here on this canvas. And there's my treasure. There's a are you drawing around here? Did I mix up our usernames? What shall happen? Okay, let's start. Let's keep on putting in more of this. You know what? Maybe I will use a smoother brush for all of this. Even though I like gritty, chunky censorship, even though I like the gritty, chunky one, this is good as well. Minimum size 0, and so we do have the pen pressure sensitivity. Very nice. 200s out of 10 for the. Oh my goodness, Kai. Look at you. You simply must have a confidence in yourself. Never stop believing. I think you certainly have the level of artistic capability to draw your own custom poster, I wanna say, because I think that's one of the greatest benefits of getting some drawing ability, is that you can decorate around your room and perhaps your phone. I used to have a clear phone case, and then I shoved a piece of paper in there, and I don't know, it's a favorite. There's so much you can do. Alright, so the rules card continues. Custom posters, you know. I guess an entire poster in all of the color, it can be tricky to do. Here I am talking about doing a sketch and putting it as my phone case for a while, and that's an entirely different thing than finishing a poster. But I don't know, there's customization, alright? Customization to be had. There's Magdala saying, the thing is, when I watch or listen to trash, I feel at home because I'm also trash. Okay, you're gonna put some sobbing noises on this. You're gonna put some mournfulness on this. Oh my stars. Alright, let's check this out. And here's the amount of mouth that we're having. And huh. Wait. Oh, Magdala, you're sharing some Sucharu redraws in the art, in the magma. There's some good looking. Oh, excuse me. You're not trash. You're high quality recyclable materials, is what we're saying. See, check this out. Oh my gosh. Nobody claimed to be trash. I swear to everything. It's looking pretty awesome out here. It's looking very cool out here. What is going on in the... Oh! It's sort of a redraws sort of a day for all of us, isn't it? And that's a marvelous way to appreciate and get better at art. The gray hair symbolizes magpie becoming 24, because that's an old age. Every single day I crumble to dust. The old age things, they make me it puts a thought in my head and I trip over my words. Puts a thought in my head and I trip over my words. You're saying yes, I redraw and reprint. Heck yeah. That's the axis of art appreciation, dare I say. Art appreciation is happening. Alright, what else am I looking at? Looking at a Lancer. But also, let's start with this color to make sure that we can make a Lancer color distinct enough. We're making both of these characters a little bit pastel. Whoa, wow. A little bit pastel up in here. Yes. Pastel rules card in Lancer. And then there's saying that drawing reminds me of the CDI Zelda cutscenes. Amazing, right? It's making me wonder. Wait, has Suchiro been doing the Dungeons and Dragon campaign animation? Mind Goblin these nuts. I didn't just say that because I didn't just say that as like a thing that I'm saying. I said it because it's a quote from one of the Sucharu. Yeah, oh my gosh, I've seen a million of these. No, okay, I wasn't sure if I recognized the name at first. That's some good stuff. Oh wow, it's been doing this for over 7 years or something. Oh my gosh, which one do I remember the most? There's a gorilla in the woods kind of things. All of these, I have not watched Legends of Avantris, but I've seen all of the clips from it apparently. Alright, so here we go with this. I'm lost in thought somewhat, sort of wondering what my solutions to socialization will be. Apparently anxiety therapy is like in the process of going to therapy for anxiety, which I'm not doing. I don't know what I have, but whatever I have, it's unmedicated. But in the process of going to therapy for anxiety, they just help you understand that you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay after whatever you're worried about happens. You're gonna get up and you're gonna keep walking, all of that stuff. And there's Xenogoth saying, nope, I'm drawing Germany from Italia, but I'm making him realistic. Oh my. Oh, going for it with the shading. No more anime nose from Italia. We're gonna try a real nose. Alright, realistic faces can be quite a challenge. I wish you the best of luck. It looks like it's coming along nicely, I think. There's watch Legends of Avantris, like the entire Legends of Avantris. Oh my. You're saying it looks like Trump but weird? Yeah. I mean, I suppose blonde characters, if you try to draw a realistic blonde, there is a non-zero chance that Trump emerges from that face. Could be trying to draw Barbie. You could be trying to draw Marcel from Delicious in Dungeon. You could be trying to draw James T. Kirk, Captain of the Starship Enterprise. And if you just get a couple of details just a little bit to the side, well, you know who's coming out of there. Alright, so. Okay, let's go and turn this down a little bit. Okay, and that part's not see-through, it's just going like that. Alright, let's have some excellent gloves on. Oh, wait, now I can see what's happening there. I didn't see what was happening at first on this Lancer. There's... Okay, on the Sprite, the gloves can be itty-bitty, but in an artistic interpretation, when you expand that Lancer, you can have more gloves. It's true. We've gone through the misfortune of combining Barbie and Trump to get some kind of a bump. Is it shaped like a deer? It's shaped like... It's shaped like a horrendous bigotry. Oh god, everybody watch out. Everybody get out of the road. It's shaped like a... Okay, let's go and keep filling in this... glove. And it shall be very pastel and very nice, I believe. I do declare. Guys, I can't remember the last time I actually drew something. Wow, it's been decades. I feel the bones wasting away. Yeah, I honestly, when I was like looking at my own art and like wondering when have I finished stuff, what do I do, how much do I do, I realized that the place that I post to the most often, somehow other than YouTube Live, became Art Fight. That's where all of my finished artwork is, basically. I mean, it's missing a Kim Kitsuraki Disco Elysium because that's on my Tumblr. It's missing some of the other Disco Elysium. I really tried to do a bunch of art for those thumbnails. But well, there's Lytic saying, should I draw something? Give me a prompt. One time you drew a sort of a lady that was also in orange. What's she doing now? The lady who's also in orange. Oh my. Little texts from my mom. Thing about my mom, she's been taking classes to finish her degree for as long as I've been alive. And so whenever I have questions about school, but I have to remember to have them specific. Questions about going to college. There's she's all right to answer some questions usually, but the way I messed up this last semester really it really proves that I must remember to have the right questions to be able to ask them. There's Mac Della saying, oh my god, the way that was turned into a song. There's so many vocal tick type things that come out of literally just my country's political scene. It's so funny, I could almost puke for real. And then he's getting me a salad from Panera. These are the type of notifications I can get on my phone, I suppose. Alright, let's get some gray, but we are pastel. Then Xenogoth says, I think I'm done with the drawing of Italia, Germany. What do you think of it? Oh my. You've gotten a very stern sort of expression over here. Oh my. would you like any advices for drawing a realistic? If not, that's okay. But I don't know, if you're learning and growing and drawing all the time, then maybe I thought you could like some. Here's the. Oh wait, I'm noticing that you're doing a little bit of the reflected light thing in the shading, and a little bit of the variation of color thing right up in the eyes, and you don't forget the shape of the ear. Okay, that's some pretty neat stuff. Some pretty neat stuff going on there. There's I'm sitting remembering the orange lady. See, it sticks in my mind. Maybe you're good at character design, huh? Not to say that you have ever thought YouTube users like not to say that you've ever thought that you weren't good at character design, but if it's stuck in my head that long, perhaps you've got a thing for it. Talking about orange people, am I right? Magdella, I'm gonna shit. Magdella. Okay, there's Kai with the jacks on the canvas. Big W. Oh right, did you get to see around the canvas? We had two supposed to be roomy type of things. A roomy from the Heck Pie, a Jason from the Scylla guy. I wanted for this to be also a roomy. You can tell how I got started on shorts, and then I was gonna figure out what a jacket is supposed to look like. I was using Zoe's pose since that was right next to Rumi in the reference images of Rumi. No, so YouTube is pretty cool. Be right back. You'll be RB. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see how interestingly pastel this can get. Alright. What layer do I want to be on? This one, I suppose. Roomy bomb. One might say. Okay. And what cool and interesting things can I put here next? I think in person I react. I don't know. I try not to get my hopes up about stuff, but I have a lot of difficulty making friends. I think I need to talk more and maybe go to more contexts, or maybe I don't know what it is. I did make one new friend in the same town as me in the past month. Suspicious of his motives sometimes, but I don't know, there's plenty to talk about. I feel like if I'm gonna start talking about any of these many things that are on my mind, then I should at least have a clear idea of where I'm going with it. There's Magdella saying, every time I hear K-pop Demon Hunters, I only see visions. All I hear are screams every time I dare to close my eyes. What are you saying here? Feel like I got lots of friends when I was in social events regarding my hobbies. Right? I think that would probably be the next thing to, I don't know, a context that would make me chill out and stop being so worried. Because I'm going to a couple of in-person classes right now, a little bit in the afternoon and a little bit in the night, and I was feeling a little bit sad that I couldn't make myself talk to anyone besides thanking them for holding open the door and stuff, because the doors in this freaking school have some kind of system of locks. I swear to God. Oh, as Magdala saying, like, online stuff is great. It's usually easier and stuff, but it's also harder to make friends. Wait, are you saying it's harder to make friends in real life once you've had an online friend? What you saying? Oh wait, okay. For example, I join various tournaments for each of my hobbies that I'm good at. Oh, okay. But then you roll up and you're good at something. I roll up and I'm bad at shit, so what do? The confidence is not there. I guess I could go up to somebody who's good at something and then I could beg for mercy. But I don't know. Hello to you. YouTube is just like saying hello, I'm back. You're good at drawing though. I will try from now on to be more confident at trying to find drawing friends and art friends. Cause I downloaded the equivalent of a dating app. It's made by the dating app company, but this time it's specifically for making friends. Because and there are people who want to draw on there. So I think I'll try harder, I think. It's easy to get intimidated, especially since, I don't know, I feel like my default state is to make a logistical problem out of all of it. Oh my, there's a YouTuber saying, I created a new canvas because there wasn't space left. I want to spend all of Jar's Magma space to force them to create a third account. You remembered that this is my second account, didn't you? You remembered. Yeah, apparently, I can trade the Jaro username, between one account to the next if I don't tell anyone that I'm changing it, and because it doesn't let you do one, it doesn't let you do it if it's taken, and so you can just sort of swap it out really quick. Plenty of space out in space, oh my. And then there's Magdala saying, you're amazing at that. I believe you can make a lot of friends with interests similar to you. I hope so. I guess the intimidating part of making friends in my area using friendship app is that when I am accessible at any time, kind of online, sort of, it becomes a logistical problem. And then when I'm like starting classes and stuff, I'm like, okay, how much time should I dedicate to stuff? I tracked my time, how long I spent replying to like when I really tried to, I had like a day last week where I tried to make every friend in the universe at once, and I think it took me 4 hours to reply to people, and then it wasn't even everyone, and you know what, maybe I freaked myself out, and maybe part of the appeal of trying to meet people at a hobby specifically is that it's like a set amount of time that you are there. I gotta remember to look on the bright side, I wanna say. Look on the bright side of things. I gotta remember to be grateful and happy about things that have happened. One funny thing that has happened is that okay, I keep laughing when I'm about to start talking about this. I might have mentioned it too. And and YouTubers is chiming in here to say, SMH, shake your hips. Nobody said hello back. I'm someone. And you said hello. No, like a dad joke. Like a dad joke. Hello back. I'm baby got. I don't know. Wait, what did you want? What did you want somebody to say in response to that? I'm lost now. No. I think at the very least, one thing that I told myself to try to be confident in meeting new people. I tried to tell myself that whatever happens, at least I will have a good story to tell about it. And then as a YouTuber, no matter how much stress socializing and trying to socialize brings me, there's a chance I could monetize it. I could gather up all my little freaking stories, and then Google would send me enough for a lunch or a dinner. That's how much. That's the precedent for things that I've gotten so far. All right, this is a slight bit of coloring, sort of outside the lines. Let's go on and check if the settings are working, and let's take a tour of the canvas slightly. Oh my, very spacey, very glorious. Now here's something quite fun to do with a long canvas. Vent those crewmates. Oh, you may not have been trying to vent those crewmates on purpose. You may have been trying to vent an imposter. But isn't it more fun when you just chuck somebody? You just chuck somebody out there? It's back to what I was saying. Like, anecdotal evidence and stuff. I got my friend from different hobbies. I mean, you say an anecdotal, but I think it's proven, too. I think it's proven. Because, like, I mean, that's just a great environment for getting friends. I guess the problem that I'm having is that when I'm in the same place as someone, I don't feel like I have permission to talk to them. So okay, maybe that's a core of the problem. Maybe that's a core of the problem. Okay, you have 3 from chess. Okay, swag. And another from martial arts. Nice. Another from depression and some music and stuff. That's me though. I do wonder about music. I'm a million years out of having played chess for a while, but you know what the hell? That's inspirational. You saying, was the orange boobed up? I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, and then if the orange was not boobed up, then this answers the question of what has the orange been up to since we last saw the orange. There's been some changes. There's been some developments. Some kind of thing. Oh my gosh. There's some pretty canvases in this session, huh? Having a black hole up in here. That's some cool stuff. Having a planet with the itty bitty. I didn't do that, did I? I didn't disappear the planet, right? Alright. Well, it looks pretty. This Kai saying 8-hour stream. I have 3 things due that I haven't even read for. Is due at midnight. You best believe that I can 8-hour stream in your mind, in your heart. If you feel sort of a telepathic connection to me for the next 8 hours, then that's gonna be good. We gotta stop extending it. I'm so cooked, chat, as they say. I'm so cooked, chat. Straight up, I don't know if I'm gonna stay in this class, which that could be a little bit embarrassing because I accidentally got marked as late. Is this rules intestines? No, that's a random squiggle that I drew. I showed up to the class at 6 p.m., which is when the class is held because the professor also works a normal job. So I showed up I actually showed up 10 minutes early. Just kind of waited outside the door with a couple of other people, which would have been a good opportunity to talk to people. But you know what? Maybe I'm getting inside my own head. Maybe I'm getting inside my own head. Maybe I'm freaking myself out by treating my classes as the only opportunity I've got to talk to people in the real life. Maybe what I gotta do is go to some hobbies, like like game night at the place where the non-binary baddie that I met. Gosh, I am knowing more people too. Every time I see the non-binary baddie, which, okay, it hasn't been that many times. We've met 2 times, and they were like a month apart, and this next one is also gonna be a month from when we last met also. I'm just gonna backtrack on this. I put this nice individual who was polyamorous in the same group chat as me and my girlfriend, and then they got along with my girlfriend on a lot of things. Just to recap here, they're both into bookbinding and fictional languages and funny kind of, I don't know, music theory and stuff, and they have now had the ability to have, I don't know, incredible, magnificent conversations. I have no idea what is in this dear non-binary individual's head. And like, I know if you want to know someone, you first have to talk to them about more stuff and then make more opportunities to talk about stuff. But I like even though this person is nice and like we're still kind of in contact, and like even if I have like a big question mark on the initial polyamory like element, because we like I don't know, they've gone quiet for ages, and I really do get the distinct sense that it's not because like we said anything off, but because you're literally just like that level of employed. I don't know. Okay, anyway, there's even if I have a question mark on the polyamory part, I'm gonna keep going to the game night at the place where this lovely individual volunteers. Even though I just want to like, I don't know, put hands on both shoulders and be like, what are we? For real? You get along with my girlfriend sometimes, and then you are gone due to being busy? Is this normal for adults, or am I just unemployed and I don't have perspective on it? That's okay. There's something saying I won't finish the drawing in at least 5 hours, so you have to stream for longer than usual today. I could turn this to just music. I could turn this to just zooming in on my face. I don't know. I have to use this this laptop, this computer for all of my homeworks. I mean, I can do some on my phone. Nah, I have to use it for all of my homeworks, and then all of my textbooks and things. They love to show my full adult name and address, so you know, that's it. There's Magdala saying the social anxiety level. It's over 9,000. Vegeta probably. Hey, me and your partner noticed you across the room. We really dig your vibe. Okay, the idea of somebody else is sort of scooping up the partner you currently have, and then both of them noticing your vibe. You've got some damn comedic timing, and you've got some. That's cracking me up. That really is cracking me up. In any case, game night is monthly and on a Wednesday, so so far I've kept The 2 times that I've seen them, I've given them like tea related because that's one of their interests. Like tea the drink related items, like first off a organic lollipop thing made out of just honey from bees and plants from the ground, and and then the second time some like compressed like tea cake type things. And I've just been chucking stuff at them like they're a Stardew Valley character. So I don't know. It's like 100% of the times I've seen them, and and so like if next time I don't bring anything, if next time I bring like a snack platter for the entire game night, then is that weird? They're you're giving them tea merch? So far, like everyone that I've tried to meet up with from dating app, I've tried to either do something for them or like purchase like a literal little gift or something, and and maybe this is why I hurt so much. Maybe this is why I hurt so much, because I'm going out in the world with a lot of heart. I went to a wholesalers convention with my childhood best friend, and so now I have this holographic I believe this is Gojo. This better be Gojo, otherwise my memory for names is terrible. I have this thingy. Purchasing gifts for the chat when. I mean, the implication in the story that I've just told is that is that this happens when you try to join my polycule. But yeah, I guess as friends also, since I've known y'all a long time, if I were to show up to you, I would also get you a little thing. Okay, so I did remember names. Okay, I was like 99.9% sure, because I drew your entire lad the other year. Drew your entire lad, Kai. But in the Dungeons and Dragons podcast that I keep watching, there's 2 players. They're named Lou and Murph, but in my head, Lou looks more like a Murph to me, even though I've heard their names hundreds of times. And so sometimes I still call Lou Murph. They don't look alike. Some part of my brain thinks that Lou should be called Murph. Like he should be, like I'm renaming you, like I'm assigning your name kind of vibe. But yeah, for the one that I got this thing for, I tried to meet up at a boba or yogurt shop, and then as a bonding thing, I think I told you guys this. I think I showed you the meme. I sent a meme with like a feral opossum in it that said, "If God turns his back on you, grab his ass." And that, I thought that was just a normal Tumblr humor. This person did not have the religion listed on the profile and turned out to be very deeply Christian. So that was the funniest way to get ghosted. And now I just still have a. Now I just have a thing that I was gonna give to somebody. And okay, they're sort saying, "Yeah, sure, I've met you for longer than those guys. I haven't gotten out there." Okay, where do you want to meet up? I don't suppose you like Jujutsu Kaisen. No, okay. You name a place, you name a thing. Assigned Lou by Cheryl. ALBJ doesn't really rhyme. I don't know if it does anything. Alright, so this has been, at least it's making me laugh. And then another person that I met up with that we're friends now, his profile just said, I know I'm bad at taking pictures, so I went into the messages to match and stuff, and I said, yeah, you are, you're bad at taking pictures, meet up with me and I'll take some pictures of you. Then I brought one of my shirts for him to change it into, but then our like arms were like the same size, so that worked out really well. But then when I take pictures of someone, I didn't realize this, but I don't know how they like to be seen. He thinks he has a double chin just because his face is kind of round. He doesn't have a double chin, his face is just kind of round. And so I don't know, I took all of these pictures in this natural lighting because that's how I know how to improve somebody's photos. But because I didn't know how he wants to present himself, he hasn't used any of them, but we are friends. There's just give me a Labubu, a rare one. You know me, I'm artisanal. This is how I make you a custom Labibis. A custom Labibi. This is what's up. Charo's life, 200-part story, which means 500-hour stream. I am kind of wondering, I should take some better notes about this goofy stuff that's happening. I should take better notes about this stuff so that I don't forget things. Okay, so let's go like this, shade all of that in. What is I keep forgetting that that's a Canon Lancer face. Let's just put that the same size as my head, and then we're just gonna muscle up. There's what? Wait, Magdella. I don't know that cheers me up. Wait, is that supposed to? Are you underlining the? Are you underlining the difficulty of making friends? Would you like to talk or vent about it? Feel free to. Was it just now? Did it happen just now? Did you also send somebody feral opossum meme that says if God turns his back on you, grab his ass? La boobies. Yeah, okay, that's also a thing. Oh my, I noticed the traveling of the canvas. Does that mean whatever's gone around here is full of sparkles and details? This looks to me like a sort of a gun shooting out the little crew member. A little fellow. Is it Henry Stickmin? I don't know. I would surely remember. Alright, so here is all of this, and well, what a fun canvas this is. Now, due to schoolwork reasons and having less than 9 hours to complete all the shit I haven't read for, I have to end the stream at a really very normal time. Right at the 2-hour mark, I do declare. How's the everything? Ah! Sheesh. Whoa. All right. Respect on this. This is some cool stuff going on here. There's an artist that that specifically draws girls that are fruit and then they are also rotting. Okay, Magdella is saying the guy became a Tate fanboy in the time we haven't talked. Oh my god. Ugh. And wait, were you saying really about there being a whole artist about that? It's really cool. It's Feefall. And can I see this? And there's been so many cool things. Yeah. So like somebody, okay, I guess the artist has moved away from fruit a little bit. Okay, not to get too heavy on the level of desecration in a singular stream, because I may be atheistic, but I want to be respectful most of the time. Most of the time. I've had some notable slip-ups, and that have stuck me with a holographic Gojo sticker. But okay, here's not just a holy Bible, but a moldy Bible. And then this artist, Feefal, that's Feefal, has personified it as a cute girl who's also covered in mold and mushrooms. Oh my goodness, Gregory, I like to say goodbye to everyone when they leave. I don't know if you've already left, but goodbye to you. Thanks for drawing with us. Thank you so much for drawing with us. There's X chiming in. I have no friend at all. You guys are the closest I have to friends. I would meet with you. I would meet with you in the real lives. Assuming that you're not gonna, I don't know, remove my organs and things and sell my skin and stuff as people from the internet that you meet online weirdly are said to do. I was thinking about which organs I would miss the most if any of these people on the dating app turn out to be like not just socially bad in a mean way, but also bad in a ex-murderer way. And I think the one that would murder me the most but also bother me the most would be definitely my skin. I think I've been flirting with a surgical technologist, and so out of all the people, if I were to get into someone from the internet car, which I'm not allowed by my mama to do, because I guess that one makes sense, sure, yeah. But if I were to get into someone's car, get kidnapped and get my organs all harvested or something like that, probably the surgical technologist would know people who would do the cleanest job. So I don't even have anything to worry about unless they want my skin, because I like that. But if it's a kidney, I mean, with a surgical technologist, you're gonna walk that off in 2 days. If it's a kidney, you're gonna walk it off in 2 days. There's parasocial friends happening. Parasocial is when you talk both ways. You're saying we aren't done yet. 9 minutes, what's up? 9 minutes, what's up? You know, I feel like I could live without an arm and a leg if I were to get across the mafioso or an eye and an ear. Oh, I'd be sad about the eye. Yeah. I wonder if I'm the type of person who, if I lost an ear, I would grow out. Oh, Orange Ma'am knows what we're talking about. I wonder if I would grow out hair to cover it or something. I don't know. I feel like I'm wearing headphones anyway. Alright. Some things, some types of, I don't know, loss of organ or other whatever the heck goes on. Some of those are not so noticeable until you like really look at a person. And I feel like maybe the ear would be one of those that's not so noticeable to onlookers. Am I on the right layer? Maybe. Fair is fair. An eye for an eye, Shadow. They'd take out mine. Yeah, I would imagine me taking theirs off. Oh yeah, I mean, there is all of that. Ideally, hopefully, I'm not getting major kidnapped. Hopefully, yeah, I'm not getting major kidnapped. But I guess the second thing, if they were to try it, then yes, I would try to end us both. And for some reason, when I tell this to people, they're like, why would you end both of you? You could have the option to not do that. Okay, let's pull this up. But I'm like, I don't know. I think maybe that would give me a fighting edge if I sort of disregarded my own safety. So I guess I hope, mostly for my sake, that nobody tries it. And there's you have such beautiful eyes, takes out spoon. My dad is always joking like that, I swear. Okay, let's look at some more Art of Rules card in these last 7 minutes. Art of Rules card, but primarily the sprite, but the art is kind of excellent, however. The art is kind of excellent. Alright, let's go like this. What do you mean? They took out my eyes. I'll take theirs out. You stole my heart. It's literally kind of a thing. Okay. Okay. But yeah, even though a lot of things about socializing, like, I don't know, I feel like just trying to bring myself up to standards. Wait, am I on multiple layers with all of this? How did that happen? I'm trying to do things to be more normal. What? Huh. Okay, that layer was not where I thought it was. How did I lose an entire layer up in here? That one still looks alright, right? Let's put that together. Please give my heart back, I need that. Truly. But sure, whatever I get from selling your non-vital organs, I'll give you the 45%. 45%! I've never been so fleeced in my life. I've never been so fleeced in my life. Oh my god. I grew it, mostly. I had a little bit of help. Okay, I had help from my mom, and then maybe also, if you consider, I don't know, purchase of food, I've had help from my dad in growing all of these organs. But, jeez Louise, they're in here. 45%. That's the worst I've ever heard. Imagine after that I tried to haggle you up to 50. That's still so bad. Alright, what other shading can we put around here? A little bit like this, maybe? Now let's go up a layer. Unless this is the layer I was working with. It was. So yeah, meeting someone from dating app in the park to take better profile pictures of the dude. That's a good memory. And I am happy that has happened and that we are buddies. Do people like seeing rib bones on chests? Kind of visible on me. Ah, what part of the chest? I guess I would say if I'm thinking generally with when I think of beauty standards in the terms of marketing and such, I'm gonna say yeah. But like, if you were asking, would like, is there a girly pop on Tumblr who would instantly go feral for this, risk it all to get with you type of, all the demographics? Do people like to see it like in an objectifying way? That's a really specific question, and I don't know why that was the second thing that came to my mind that you might be asking. It comes to my mind when I want to ask things, though. Could the girlies on Tumblr objectify this? And most of the time, the answer is yeah. And then there's you're such a bad friend. I went down to 15%. You're selling my second kidney and giving me 15%. I almost want to say they got a better deal from things in the Squid Games. Oh my god, you're doing Squid Games type things to me. Oh my god. Alright, let's put a little bit of the shading on the hair. Sweet lord. What layer have I put all of these things on? Why can't any of this work? Hot diggity fuck. Alright. The layer that I'm trying to be on is this one. Okay, it was the right layer, it's fine. You're saying the girlies on Tumblr objectified me, I'm now a lamp. But yeah, what do you mean that people like it? People are into it. Heard that you can date me with the heart-shaped sunglasses. I really do want to finish like one type of run through of Date Everything. Some type of run through of Date Everything. It's like not one of the highly specific endings where you get all friendship or all love or anything like that. But oh my gosh, I was really having a fun time. All of the streaming and everything has moved on from it now. But I want to be not so overwhelmed with my homeworks, and I want to finish things. I want to do things that give me joy. That's something that I don't know, that I've tried to be aware of so I can stop being anxious too, because I don't know, I spent 4.5 hours this morning when my homework is due, when my girlfriend texted me, spent 4.5 hours just sort of locked in place being anxious, which, yeah, maybe it's time to seek medication or something. Maybe it's time to seek not only diagnosis, but maybe a little medications. Because I don't know, how long has it been? How much of my life has it been where I've just been, I don't know, calling that an okay way to spend my time? It's the number is higher than just 4.5 hours. It's higher than that. Alright, we've added a little bit of shading up in here. We're at the 2-hour mark. The regularity of this stream has comforted me. The normalness of it sort of makes me put one foot in front of the other. And watching my Dungeons and Dragon podcast where I'm messing up people's names, with my buddy in Australia. I am surrounded by people, online people. I need to remember that I have a life full of things that do bring me joy, and that anything bugging me, anything seriously bothering me as far as socializing, I mean, mostly nothing bad has happened. Mostly all of the second guesses and everything like that, second guessing myself, not being sure about myself, mostly all of that has been in my head, so I guess I can just try to stop predicting the worst, because that's all anxiety really is. You just predict the worst again and again and again until you spend 4 hours in a morning just kind of stewing in your own hormonal imbalance or whatever the hell this is. So here's a little bit of shading on rules card as I try to wind us down so that I don't fail this class. But if I'm not confident that I can get all 3 of my homework in that's due tonight, maybe I should have the page open where I quit the class. Maybe I should have that open. Like, maybe that's the deadline that I should also be aware of. I don't know. I'll think about this. Much to consider. Okay. Because I think it might be, we might still be within the day for a full refund if I hurry. Alright, go like that. Is that some interesting or good hair for a rules card? I think so. Let's go like this. And then there's Magdella saying, like, my ribcage is kind of a lot visible on the sides, but I do have a nice waist, so I got that going for me. Okay, snap. Okay. And you're asking, do people generally find it repulsive? I mean, for the past, what is it, 70 years of modern history, beauty standards skew kind of skinny, and you're sounding way snatched up in here. I would say rather than finding it repulsive, people will be envious of you, probably. I really want to believe. Now, I really have seen that people can look damn good no matter. People can look damn good in so many body types. And just being real though, I see that like quite represented though. There's saying, wow, I love anxiety, it's beautiful, I love the human mind. The subject saying, I'm people, I am human, I have flesh and bones and skin and hair, I'm filled with weird fluids. Yeah. I think by connecting fiber cells, I'm people, I'm not repulsive, I'm beautiful, the peak nature of design. I am gonna be wondering if I'm repulsive as well. I know, it's not part of the scope of this entire conversation. Nevertheless, I don't know, that's one of them things anxiety tells you when you're repulsive, and the answer that anxiety gives you is that it's almost always. Alright, so here's some coloring. I feel like it needs a little more zhuzh, but but you know what, this is such a fun and wonderful idea from Silly Guy Arts that I could not help but try to put in a little bit of color there. I don't quite know how it's gone. There's Magdala saying, no doubting that. Imagine Christian Bale in that one movie where he's skinny AF. Ooh. Well, at that level of skinny, we start to worry for if your face looks kind of sick and tired to be around. So I guess just get your maximum beauty sleep is what's in here. There's something saying, Jar, what's the difference between physically close friend and online friend to you? So far, online friends, everyone has consented to be around me. And then if I try to talk to somebody in one of my classes, then okay, this would be a stupid time for my voice to break, but it's like against their will or something, and like after articulating that, then I mean, like, I can start to think my way through it after articulating that. But, I mean, that's the biggest thing. Everybody hanging out, handshake to you, hanging out, has consented to be here. Meanwhile, if I talk to somebody, in person, then if I, do it and then keep doing it, maybe they will be, burdened by me. Didn't want to break you. Hey, I'm just in that entire state of mind. I would be crying no matter where I am. You're saying the Christian Bale is you, just less handsome. I'm so curious what kind of outfits you may wish to slay. I know that's not really the direction of any of what you've just told me, but you just kind of said you had nice waist. So I'm now going through mental catalog. What do people with nice waist wear? Try on all of it if you may. There's Magdala saying, don't worry, Jaro, as your online viewer, and definitely not from the Italian mob viewer, you're not repulsive, and we so like your organs. Well, I don't drink or smoke, so they're good organs. Magdala. My face not looking like a skinwalker, my body is. I look fine in the face. Then societally speaking, you might look fine. You might have one of the most marketable type of everything going on. You've slayed some skirts. Okay, what's up? And hello to Aisha Love. I have to be getting out of here because if I don't finish all of my assignments that I haven't even started reading for in the next less than 9 hours, then I think I have to try to get a refund on the class. It's not too soon to get a refund on the class. How are you doing? The other thing that we've started talking about in this canvas with a little bit of Rumi, we had a little bit of, this was Hegpie arts, and we had the rare appearance of some Kai arts, some good stuff like that. Yes. I started talking about what's the difference in anxiety for me between making friends in real life versus online. Everyone online has consented to be here. I can't accidentally take up too much of your time because this is this is designed to be the most, I don't know, the most choosable format, the most disposable, replaceable format. I'm physically incapable of bothering anyone here, kind of thing. But if I try to talk to someone in my class, then I'm like, well, I'm taking up the time. There's okay, Alfie, I didn't know you were still here. Hi, we didn't consent to be here, let us out. That would be one of the funniest messages to end off the stream on, since I haven't eaten yet today, and so I'm trying to go downstairs and get my mama's Panera salad. Get the mama's Panera salad. There's Aisha Love wishing us good luck with school. Thank you very much. There's, we need to stop the stream, or we'll fail very soon if we don't. We hack everyone else's accounts. They are forced to be here. I want to see my family again. Of all the funniest ways to start to end off the stream. And Aisha Love is saying, well, online, if people are jerks, I can just block them. I worry a lot less about being teamed up on if I share my opinion, which is good for important things like supporting human rights, right? That's the essential stuff. There's Sophie saying, you're making me think about giving you the friendship pass, my unidirectional parasocial friend. I know YouTube is something that I've been a fan of you for so long, and I don't want to be weird about it, but I'm just so sensitive out here in the soul. And I should love having the standards as saying slurs aren't cool, actually. Yeah. One would think it would be a basic kind of a standard, but yeah, I guess that does kind of make it easier to know people online. I remembered I gave you the Tumblr of my buddy in Australia. In my head, this is such a friendly person, so I hope. I mean, we like talk all the time. And I feel like seen around. So was that okay? But that's what I actually felt when going on voice chat with you. The being having permission to talk, or the saying slurs are not cool, or the I'm sorry, I lost track of which part that was. Humans can survive for 7. Be quiet, please. Wait, I haven't been fed in 6 days. I'm hungry. Can I offer you on this stream a little slice of the cake? A birthday cake. Oh, right. Oh, gosh, that's also something. It's Hegpie's birthday today. If you find yourself in the Discord, let's put a little. That was what was happening earlier in this thing. Okay, meant when you were joking about parasocialness. Oh, okay. Cause I mean, part of the definition of parasocial is that is totally in one direction. So I feel like if you had a conversation, then that reduces it. And so you're saying you're such a big fan, Shoto, the best to even host these streams of mine. You know what? You got me. It's what it's been for. It's what it's been for all along. I'm guilty. I'm called out. Happy birthday, Hegpie too. So all of this, I'm skedaddling. Seriously, I'm getting away to get food and homework, and then maybe, hopefully, maybe I'm gonna lock in. I hope so. Cause I wasn't just socially anxious when I woke up. I was also anxious about not having read any of this, and then I spent another 4 hours also not reading all of it. Am I parasocial? Am I a social parasite? You know what? I guide others to a treasure I cannot possess. I'm gonna say that's just a social anxiety talking. It's gonna specifically call you a parasite. Wow, some spooky zombie. Sorry to put that on the screen a little bit suddenly, but that's a personified orange growing a little mold. You know what? That's some good character design, if I do say, and some excellent space has been here. All right, 2 hours and 15. It's good to see ya. Thanks for chatting, and if all goes well, then I'll see you on Wednesday, I think. The Wednesday might be a little bit late. I'm walking around my mama's college campus because, like I said, she's been trying to get a degree for as long as I've been alive, and I wanted to walk the place. Alright, well, whatever's happening with this streaming schedule, I'll announce stuff about it in the Discord. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Probably Sunday. Deltarune. Right, I almost forgot.